your stereo. Don't compare us to anything, this a different scenario. We break records while we pushing the culture forward. Great music and big vibes right in that order. Intellectually petty radio on the stereo. Don't compare us to anything, this a different scenario. We break records while we pushing the culture forward. Great music and big vibes right in that order.
Oh shit, my bad. You are now tuned into another episode of Intellectually Petty Radio. Yo, sometimes, man, before the show starts, I be in this bitch lit. I'm not gonna front with you. Anyway, y'all already know, man. Every week, every month, every hour, every second, every year, we only rock with legends around here. And when I say I got one of the dopest chefs since pots were invented. This nigga been dope since the skillets were made out of iron and 74 inches thick. When I say he can cook a meal, the nigga can cook. The Lord himself goes to Chef Chris to get his steaks cooked perfectly. What's good, bro?
What's good, brother? You all right?
Oh, I'm good, man. How's life? How's your family?
Man, good, man. I'm blessed, brother. Things are well. Just continuing to put your head down, keep grinding. You know, take it one day at a time. And
this nigga showed
about
up
it, bro.
humble. Nigga showed up humble and shit.
No, I mean that's the because here's the thing. Regardless of people's perception of where they think I'm at, I know where I actually am, and I'm not one. I ain't no sucker. I ain't about to like. If I don't feel successful, I'm not about to act like I got it. Regardless of how people
You don't feel
perceive it,
successful
because-
right now, bro?
You said what?
You don't feel successful right now?
I don't feel like I could. I don't feel like I've done enough yet to pop shit.
So,
I feel like
so
I still got my head down. I'm still put it like this. I made it to the league, but I'm not. But I know that my desire is to win a championship or to be league MVP. I ain't even really played my first game yet, so I can't brag
disagree with that.
I'm in the ride, but I'm thankful. I'm thankful for my process though, but I definitely ain't. It ain't time to get cocky right now, you know.
Okay, so using that same analogy, I'm gonna say you second string, but you the first nigga off the bench.
No, I feel first string. I feel like I've officially. Yeah, I feel like I'm there for sure. Like I feel like I've arrived. I'm getting into my groove, but I'm still, you know, I ain't getting as many touches yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm still finding my groove. You know what I'm saying?
10 to 15 shots a night.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, so at what point do you decide that cooking that I really love to cook for people?
For me, it was I'm gonna keep it 100% a buck. I had an older sister that had she was in cheerleading, she was in like ROTC back in the day, and she would always have hella girls at the house. And I've always had an affinity for the girls, so like girls would come over and I would be trying to figure out how I could get close to the girls. So I would be like, y'all want something to eat? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna make some pizza. And I would go back there and get the little Jiffy box of pizza and bologna and spaghetti sauce to try to whip up something. And they eating it like, I mean, it's cool. Thank you. We appreciate it. But yeah, it wasn't good. But I definitely had the desire to, once I realized that food affects people in a very powerful way. Yeah, I started feeling like, man, like I really want to be able to do that. I remember how my mom's cooking made me feel, how my dad's cooking made me feel, and the thing that really sparked that main thought was that scene from Love Jones, right? You remember when him and old girl finished smashing for the first time, and he goes downstairs and he makes the omelet for her. During that scene, me and my family are watching it together. And when I saw my mom and my sister's reaction to how they
How
acted when that dude cooked. I was like, oh yeah, I'm doing that.
Okay,
I'm
so
doing that
let
for
me
sure.
stop you there then. Let me stop you there then.
Yep.
What was the first meal you cooked for a woman you really loved?
The first meal, I would probably have to say, that's a good question. First meal. Without giving too much information, there was a dish that I would make for girls that I like. And I did that for years. So like the meals were they graduated. So those would be like,
you had a bag of meal.
yes, oh for sure.
That's
I had a bag and
nasty work,
dish,
nigga.
not a meal, but I had a bag and dish, like a dish that I would make when I wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, it's 100% the success rate. Okay,
Yo,
like, don't miss.
okay,
Does not miss.
okay.
And I remember when I was younger, I would like try it and then they would work and I would just be like, all right, cool. So meals, when they got to like me making like protein, starch, vegetable, that came later. But the dish that I would make, it was a dessert dish. That was like the go-to.
Yo, you gotta tell him. Come on, bro. You can't leave niggas hanging like that.
That's easy. I mean, do you want me to tell you? Because I can share with you.
Absolutely.
Okay, so it was a fried. Now, granted, at
Uh-huh.
this point in my career, I've been a chef for 20 plus years. So like it's evolved into something a lot more complex now. But
Right.
the simple basic dish is vanilla ice cream,
Okay.
cornflakes, honey, and cinnamon. Those 4 ingredients.
Yo, please tell me you got a video with this shit. Cause
Nope.
this
But I'm gonna tell you what to do. You got a blender at home?
I do not, but I'll get a blender.
So you get a blender or whatever. You blend
Okay.
you blend the cornflakes until it's like like crumbs.
Okay,
You
so
take the vanilla ice
I don't
cream,
need a
you roll
blender.
it in
I can
the
just put this shit in
cornflakes.
the hold on. Hold on for my poor niggas like
Okay.
myself. I don't need a blender. You just put this shit in a sandwich bag and bang on it.
You bang on it, but you got to do it till it's really super fine. Like
Got
it
you.
can't just be huge chunks. It got to be super fine.
Got you.
So you grind up the cornflakes.
Mm-hmm.
You get a scoop of vanilla ice cream. You roll it into the cornflakes so where it looks coated like fried ice cream, and then you put it in the freezer and let it get nice and hard. You take the honey and cinnamon, and you maybe make for like 1 cup of honey. You do like a tablespoon of cinnamon. And it's so much cinnamon that it makes the honey almost look like chocolate.
Yo.
Listen, you wait till the ice cream gets hard. You pull it out. You drizzle it. You hit that the honey cinnamon mixture. You put that in the microwave for about 7 or 8 seconds and let it get nice and warm. You pour that shit on that ice cream with the cornflakes, and it starts to kind of like warm up the ice cream. It tastes like fried ice cream. When I tell you, I don't know what it is, but
100%.
that shit do not miss.
100%.
It does not miss.
Yo, you might have just cracked the code, bro. You're going to
Hey, listen, I don't need it no more. So it's egg. Have that.
Yo. Okay, even I, with my simple non-cooking ass,
You
can
can
do
do it.
that.
Listen, I have an entire cookbook called The Sexy Breakfast. It's all the cookbook is recipes for men to spoil and pamper the ladies in their life.
Okay, so earlier this year,
Yeah.
woman that I loved,
Mhm.
birthday.
Yeah.
I randomly Googled it because she stays like hours away.
Okay.
I randomly Google a chef.
Sure.
This nigga shows up. Yo, and the Lord was with him. And little angels must have cooked these dishes. Because this nigga showed up and within an hour had us just, yo. I don't think I've ever seen a woman as thankful. Get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Over a meal as that night. So
Yeah.
I understand the importance.
Yeah.
Yo. Okay,
Yeah.
so where do you cook now?
So currently I am consulting. I'm the interim chef for the restaurant Parlay downtown Detroit.
Okay.
Drake Bell, one of the owner partners, is a client of mine. I've been his chef for 20 plus years. And well, not that long. I've been a chef for about a little over 10 years. I'm sorry.
Okay.
And yeah, you know, his first restaurant endeavor, and when they decided to move away from the chef that they had previously, he hit me up like, "Yo, bro, I really need you to come in and help me, you know, right the ship here and look for a new chef." And I said, I absolutely will. And I came in, and you know, we've been rocking ever since. And it's been a good experience. Good people, good establishment. Any business goes through their turbulence at the beginning because they're trying to figure out their audience. They're trying to figure out their niche in the market. So, you know, I've just been very instrumental in just trying to help them. You know, they're going to be actually celebrating the 1-year anniversary this Saturday. So to be a part of that is a blessing.
Okay. What's your specialty?
I'm classically French trained.
Okay.
But I don't necessarily know if I have a specialty, only because I think that when you get to a certain level of cooking, it's not really about what your specialty is as much as people have an expectation of your culinary pedigree. And what I mean by that is, like, you look at it as music, right?
Right.
When an artist first comes out, whether it's a Kendrick Lamar or a Drake or whoever, and they start doing music, you categorize them into this box.
Facts.
But the better they get at it, and the more they're doing a little bit of this, a little bit of rock, a little bit of pop.
They open up the box.
Drake almost doesn't have a style. Kendrick doesn't have a style, right? Jay-Z doesn't really have a style. He's not a gangster rapper, but he can be a gangster rapper.
Yes.
He's not, you know, rapping for the girls, but he can rap for the girls. He ain't really no drug talk, but he can talk that drug talk. So when you get to a certain level in your profession of mastery, you can kind of do whatever. So I kind of consider myself stylist, except that my style and my aesthetic or my presentation is very much Chris. And people that come to establishments that I've opened or have tasted my food, they come to know, oh, this feels like Chris, or this tastes like Chris. I can see the influence of different cultures because I cook very matter of fact. I don't really just throw things in there for nothing. I'm very intentional the way that I approach my food.
Okay, you from Detroit, right?
Born and raised, 100%. I graduated from Cooley High School.
It's unfortunate, but I'll give you a pass on that.
Whatever. Cardinals all day.
Man, come on, man. I went to Ford, bro. Don't get no better than that. Yes.
You know, Ford has some pretty girls.
Yes, of course.
Ford has some pretty girls, but yeah, Cooley all day.
But okay, so I want to hire you this summer for a Cooley reunion dinner.
Okay.
What's on the menu?
Well, that's a loaded question, and the reason why is because it depends on so many different factors. How many people are we serving? What's the service style? Are we doing a buffet style? Are we doing it a family style? Are we doing plated past hors d'oeuvres?
It's 100 people.
I want to know what's the budget. I want to know what's the venue.
Oh, I got you. It's 100 people.
Okay.
It's the Cooley gym.
Okay.
And everything else is on you. You got a blank checkbook. You can serve the services however the fuck you want to be. You got 100 hungry niggas that you grew up with.
Okay.
What you cooking?
Well, the first thing that I would want to do is I would want to make something that they've never had before, but I know that they would like. So the first thing I do is when I know my audience, I kind of reverse engineer how I want them to feel. So the first thing that pops into my head, what do niggas like us like to eat, right? So there's the chicken and waffles, there's the Coney Islands, there's the different Middle Eastern influences, right? So I would do something like I would do like a falafel waffle, where I would take fried chicken, fry it like normal, but I would take, instead of it being like a regular waffle batter, I would do a falafel style with, like, you know, herb shallots, you know, chickpeas, all that good stuff. And I would make it would be almost like a hush puppy, but it's very savory, herbaceous hush like waffle. and I would serve that with the chicken with some sort of like cayenne, honey sauce for the sweetness for the chicken and waffle. So one is chicken and waffle. So you're gonna still get the crispy waffle with the crispy fried chicken. So they're gonna like that. But then they're gonna also say, like, ooh, I've never had herbs in a waffle before. I've never had a savory waffle. Oh, I've never had chicken.
It sounds delicious, bro.
You know what I mean? So that's just an example of how I think. Like I think I pull from experiences and I create meals.
Okay, so Ready to Love Detroit.
Yeah.
How does that come about? And what is Ready to Love Detroit?
So Ready to Love is a reality dating show on OWN, which is Oprah Winfrey's network. And basically it has 10 single men, 10 single women that basically they drop in the room and see who likes who. And then over, I think the course of 10 or 12 weeks, they just kind of see who clicks, who doesn't, who gets voted off, who gets to stay, who finds love, who doesn't find love, you know, and you have an opportunity to really see in real time how people respond to how you court people or how you date people. So it was definitely a very interesting experience. Wouldn't change it for the world. Think it was a great experience to have, and you know, I feel very fortunate that I had an opportunity to do it.
I'm too corny to have people watching me.
Well, here's the thing, man.
I am, bro. I'm a corny old
corny
dude.
is in the eye of the beholder. You say corny, but to somebody else, that's probably exactly what they like.
I can't say that the corny isn't effective. It is actually is effective.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, because if it's only corny when you lose. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't corny if it's effective.
Yo, you know, and I guess, see, I'm over 50 now.
Okay. I'm
So
in my
the
mid-40s, so, you know, I get it.
Yeah, when you hit 40, the expectations women have of you completely changes.
Okay.
And if you have met a certain plateau, things get a lot easier.
For sure. For sure.
Like
For sure.
I didn't anticipate crazy a lot. Oh my God. Yeah. Like in your 20s, like you kind of got to work to get, you know what I'm saying? You got to work at it. At 40, women know what they want. Mm-hmm. If you fit the criteria, and it gets a wrap.
It's a wrap. They good to go. Yeah, for sure.
Yo, crazy, man. So if you're out there, man, and you 20 right now, work your way to 45, bro. Trust me, it's worth the shit. Okay, so is the filming over? Has it have they?
Well, that's the thing. I'm in my mid-40s.
I'm talking about for this show.
Yeah.
Have they wrapped the season? Is it all done, or is it this the beginning?
Yeah, no, we the show had just aired, but we wrapped production close to a year ago. So lot has happened in the cast member's life. We really can't like get into details about that, but yeah, man, it was one of those things to where I've always watched it on TV. I've always seen certain things, but I didn't really know how the sausage was made, and being able to be a part of the experience and be like, wow, so I see how these, because you know, if you ever watch the reality show and go like, why would you say something like that?
Yes.
Knowing that the camera is on you, or knowing that, or why would you be playing yourself like that? And sometimes it could be editing. And I didn't also know that it's kind of crafty, because they almost,
they put a slant to the edit.
It's not even a slant to the edit. Even in real time while you're experiencing it, they almost like throw the stick and then like and who threw that stick at me? And then before you know it, you're responding to the stick, thinking that this person threw it, when really this person was just responding to the same thing you responded to. So like they TV is interesting, and I'm learning that like it is reality TV. It is 100% unscripted, but I think that the producers of television shows are extremely crafty at being able to create scenarios and understand the psychology of how people are going to respond
Yes.
to create sometimes toxic environments for people to respond to, if that makes any sense.
I mean, but I can only assume, having never been on one of these shows, is that they studied the people for a reason beforehand.
Sure, we have to take like psycho evaluations and interviews and all of that. Like they pretty much know your temperament. They know
Yes.
what you like. They know what you don't like. They know what your triggers are. I mean, obviously psychologically they don't know a whole lot about you, but in terms of like surface level stuff, they pretty much know they have a good general basis of how you rock, you know?
And they know what buttons to push.
Sure.
So
But here's the thing though, they don't push the buttons. They just know where to put the button to make the other person push the button. You know what I mean? They just they conveniently just put the button right here and just be like, and then you be walking around like, well, what's this button for? Bloop, and then the other person responds. You know what I'm saying?
So would you do so? It sounds like you do it again.
I don't know if I would do that show again, but I would definitely do some sort of like reality TV type situation. And I feel like personally, I had a great time on the show. I built some really cool relationships from it. And I believe I kept my integrity the entire time. And I believe that I represented myself well. I think, to be honest with you, I think the majority of the cast feels like this is who I am, good, bad, and ugly, right? I don't think that there's anybody like they completely misread me. They completely, but we also haven't seen the season and how they really chopped and screwed it. So that remains to be seen.
They're
But
gonna
as
make
of right
somebody
now,
look
man,
bad.
it's been all positive for me.
Yeah, they're gonna make somebody look bad.
For sure.
Somebody's gonna hate it. Some niggas gonna get hated by the end of the season.
Oh, listen, I already know who that's gonna be, but 100%. Oh, 100%. But here's the thing, though. I think that the beautiful thing about this cast is that I really more than, and I mean, I can't really speak for other cities, but in Detroit, we hustle, we grind, we figure out ways to to get to it, right? And I think that the cast is doing a great job of capitalizing on this moment. So there's all kind of podcasts, there's all kind of opportunities and watch parties, and people aren't just accepting the narrative that the TV is putting out there. They're creating their own platforms to tell their own story and allow cast members to like, hey, I see how they put it. Let me tell you what actually happened in that story. Let me tell you the full conversation. Because I think that from that perspective, you're able to take the power back from the show's perspective and really let people get a chance to know who you are as an individual. So I think it's dope. I think that the way that they're going about it, and I've never seen any other city do that. Maybe they have, but I haven't seen it to where there's so much outside stuff going on around the show to basically tell their truth, that even if they do spin the narrative, it's not really gonna matter, because them same two people gonna come on that platform and tell them what actually happened, not what they try to put out there for y'all.
I got you. So there's a point in the show where I ask a particular question that I ask everybody that comes on the show. Has absolutely nothing to do with nothing, but here goes. Okay. You're sitting on a park bench, and God sits down next to you, and he or she says you can ask them one question. What would it be?
I would ask, am I on the right path?
What do you think?
What do I think his answer would be?
Mm-hmm.
I think he would say yeah.
If then you are, bro.
I don't know if I'm going. I don't know if I'm on the right street, but I know I'm going in the right direction. I might be on the lodge, and he want me to take 75, but I'm definitely going downtown. You know what I'm saying? That's where.
Okay,
You know.
I got you.
So I don't.
Ain't that what counts, though?
Say it again.
That's what counts. Like
Yeah.
he gives us all free will, but wants us to go in a certain direction.
Sure.
So when was the last time a woman broke your heart?
Ooh. Broke my heart. That is kind of a loaded question because I think that heartbreak is one of those things that.
Did you cry, bro?
Yeah. I'm not a man that doesn't cry. I'm not too proud to cry. I've shed some tears. Like, you mean last time like I've actually cried because of something that
Like a
woman
woman dumped you and you cried.
Nope. Because unfortunately I'm usually the one that leaves. I'm a leaver before,
really?
And not because like I'm better. I just I'm not the guy that's gonna let it crash and burn and act like I don't see what's happening. I'm the guy that's seeing it crash and burn. I hop out the car before it crashed. So like I already see where this is going. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? So
what if you can avoid the accident though?
Maybe I could have. I don't know. I just know I don't want to crash. You know what I'm saying? So I hop out. And that was how I used to behave. Mm-hmm. And usually it's after something has happened. I'm not the type of person that's gonna leave at the first sign of like issues. Okay. I'm gonna leave if I feel like whatever we're battling through, mm-hmm. I've exhausted all of my resources. I'm gonna try hard first. I'm gonna try everything that I can. And at the minute that I feel like I've tried everything that I could, I eject. So the minute we're having real issues, I try therapy, I try prayer, I try being patient, I try talking it out. But if I still not seeing it budge or any progression, I just disengage. And then usually after the fact, it's like, well, you didn't give me time, or you didn't, and it's like, well, you got to take advantage of the opportunity when the opportunity is in front of you. And
You're better than me though, bro.
You're not gonna work it out? You're not gonna try to work it out?
The problem with the baggage that I'm carrying currently,
sure,
comes from trying to work it out unsuccessfully.
Sure.
And knowing that when I look at the long term, and I've had several long-term relationships.
Sure.
And looking at the fact, first off, I must be asked because they all failed. But secondly,
no, it's not that. You only need one.
I'm the common denominator of fuck ups. So, however, but looking back, there's certain similarities. And I'm like, okay, you know what? If I see this again, I'm gonna cut it off immediately instead of waiting years to cut the same shit off.
That's what I mean too. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sometimes though, it can be a little unfair because I may see it bigger than it actually is.
True. That's fair too.
Yeah, it makes you look fucking stupid though, man. It makes me
that's when I think you have to have emotional intelligence and discernment. Because if you're just acting off of feelings and emotions, that's not what I feel a good leader does. And I feel like as a man that is going to be the head of my household and the woman that will be, in partnership with me has to understand that somebody got to wear the pants. Somebody has to be the leader, right? And if I'm setting the tone for the relationship, I have to walk a certain path. And the path got to be absolute. Because the minute it's not absolute, then it's hard for her to trust you. She needs to know that your yeses are yes and your no's are no's. Here's what you stand for. Here's what you don't stand for. Now, in upholding that in your life, some people may not necessarily be able to gel with you. Some relationships may deteriorate because people just think you bluffing.
Yeah.
They may think that they don't understand what you're standing on. All of that's completely fine because the one that is for you will see it and be like, oh, okay, well, let me come correct because I see how he moving. And as long as you're moving with integrity, good intentions, and you ain't moving out of ego and insecurity, you straight. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't make choices based off of those things. If I'm making a choice deciding to move on, it's because I've actually prayed about it. I've considered your feelings. I've tried to work it out. I've tried the necessary things to try to work through it. And if it's still not working, respectfully, I'm gonna just be gone. Ain't nobody, even if I've talked to them in the past, that I ever flaked on them, disrespected them, I'll job interview leave you. Like, I'll sit down with you, explain to you exactly why I'm leaving, say, hey, listen, this ain't working, but I ain't got nothing but respect for you. I'm never gonna talk bad about you, but I'm not fucking with it no more.
Yo, and so do they still try?
Some of them do. Some of them say, okay, well, fuck you then. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it just depends on who it is, you know. I would say most of the time, more often than not, once I explain why I'm doing it, they say, I see your point. I wish you would give me another chance, but I understand. And we usually just part ways.
I think it's the Black Panther in this bitch.
You say what?
I say you Black Panther in this bitch. Yo, I will say though, women have huge egos.
It's hard not to, man, when you post a picture and 3,000 people are like, ooh, baby, you so fine. Oh my God. Like when in today's time, men feel so replaceable. Like I'll get 5 more of you, right? That's the perception. They really feel like because of the internet and because of social media and because of music video or whatever it is, that good men just everywhere. Like they got the best pussy in the world. I put this on a nigga and I'll make a nigga want to marry me. That's the perception. That being a good man is easy to do.
Yeah.
First off, being a good man is a very difficult thing to do with the temptation, with having to check yourself, check your ego, you know, listen to God. Like it's a lot of, it ain't a whole lot of genuinely good dudes out there. That's really solid dudes, right?
Thanks.
So if you only dealing with a small percentage of men that actually know how to be good men, most of the women that are dating guys that really ain't shit. And when I say ain't shit, I don't mean ain't shit like they don't want to be shit. They just don't have the emotional intelligence.
They just ain't shit, bro.
They ain't shit, right?
Yeah, you gotta explain that.
So check this out. You have a generation of women that are used to dealing with guys that ain't shit, right?
Yep.
So they've never had to step up to the plate and deal with a guy that actually is on his shit.
It's called accountability days.
So when they run into a guy that actually is like, oh, he actually is a decent dude, I would probably say most of the relationships that don't work out with me is because they've never run into a guy that was solid before. And they go like, oh shit, I didn't know I had to talk this way. Oh, I didn't know that I had to be this way. And they fuck it up. You know what I'm saying? So it's bad out here for everybody. Men out here struggling, trying to find love and afraid to get hurt. Women are out here feeling like I throw this guy away, get another one, you know. So like it's bad out here, man.
Although I gotta
really
push
difficult
back
to find love for real.
I gotta push back because there's a lot of good women out here too. Because
good according to who?
Well, to me.
And what makes them a good woman?
But first off, let me start it off saying this. I have been the ain't shit nigga.
Right. All of us have, right.
So, you know, like I'm coming from a perspective of knowing I've kind of, you know, some of these fucked up women is my fault.
Okay. Touche.
But like I said earlier, like I got my own baggage. Well, I can't have baggage and then expect her not to have baggage. And I think sometimes men and women get caught up in the whose baggage is worst argument. And they're generally the same baggage, just different sexes. Like everybody got drawers in the suitcase, everybody
Sure,
got socks in the suitcase. You got it's the same shit, just different sizes.
sure, sure, sure.
And then we get caught up in social media is killing relationships. Either these
100%.
goofy ass expectations, like baby girl, you pretty ugly. I'm gonna be
Right,
honest with you.
right, right,
But
right,
you want a nigga that make $17 million a year and can fuck you for 3 days straight.
right.
When you really probably not gonna get the garbage man.
Right.
And dude, nigga, you live in your mama basement.
Right.
You're not getting Halle Berry's daughter
Right.
or Halle herself. Like, you're
Right.
getting Precious at best.
At best. Right.
God,
Right.
we so fucking unrealistic, bro. And,
Yeah,
you know,
no, 100%. We do live in the world where things have become hyper materialized and people have very unrealistic expectations of what a successful relationship looks like, what a successful life together looks like. It's luxury, it's
yeah,
abundance, it's this.
yeah,
And I remember when I was a kid, man, like shit like block parties and backyard cookouts and card parties at the crib. My parents had community. Like the block would come over to the crib and they'd be playing cards, freaking Beverly and Mays in the backyard. They sipping their wine coolers, they talking shit, they listening to
nigga.
Anita Baker. That was
Yes.
like a good life.
That's black people.
We didn't got away from that though. We didn't got
Oh,
to
boy.
like we gotta be at the rooftop, Instagram, Louis Vuitton bags, flying to Turks. We don't really do the community like we used to.
Yeah.
To where it don't gotta be all of that to be happy. Right now, we gotta be doing it super big, grandiose for it to be good. And I think that there are a lot of women losing out on solid dudes because they don't have the bread to provide lavish this and lavish that. And
yes.
It's unfortunate,
I don't know, man. I work in the field with a lot of women. So I see the women that work 16 hours a day.
Sheesh.
Yeah, a lot of them, bro.
That's crazy.
And they just want a nigga that, like, I see the 50-50 debates, but what I see in real life is it's a lot of women that would love a nigga that can just go half.
Half?
Yes. It's a lot of women out there that would
I'm gonna tell you how I'm cut, right?
Love that.
I'm gonna tell you how I'm cut. I genuinely believe that as a man, if I'm expecting my woman to be fully in her feminine, how am I expecting for her to go half?
Cause y'all broke, nigga.
They broke. You know what I'm saying? I'm not broke because I did
but that's
due
you
diligence as a man to not be broke. And here's the thing, bro. Hear me out.
Okay.
Any man that wants to get to a bag, now I'm not saying be a multimillionaire. I'm saying make enough money to have a sustainable lifestyle to provide a pretty decent middle class life for yourself.
Okay.
Where you can have a couple trips here and there, decent cars, decent house. It don't take hundreds of thousands of dollars, bro. You could be the garbage man and have a great life. You could be a police officer or a fireman and have a great life. These professions and these things are, if you ain't getting money, that ain't the woman's fault.
But you I don't know if you can have a great life in any of the professions you mentioned and she's not working.
What is great life though?
You definitely, like, you're getting one vacation every 5 years, bro. You working your ass
that's not
off.
true. That's not true. So for example, right? I give you a perfect example.
Okay.
If now you're not gonna be able to go stay at the Ritz-Carlton, that's for damn sure.
Days in.
Let's just say it's the
it
days
works.
in, right?
They got a bed. I'm with you.
Let's say it is the days in, right?
Right.
That doesn't necessarily mean that you can't Airbnb a beautiful condo in some warm state, road trip, making snacks for your girl. You make a dope playlist for you and your baby. Y'all ride. Y'all can create memories on the road to this Airbnb. Y'all can go camping. Y'all can go for a walk. Y'all can do a lot of things that don't require money if you just got outside of like thinking about money. That's to me that's nigga shit. Oh, I get a girl. I got some money. The first thing I'm gonna do is take her to Roof Chris or to Prime, Ocean Prime. I'm gonna drop some money on steak and lobster, or I'm gonna take her back to the movies, or I'm gonna throw some money for her hair, throw some money for this. I'm gonna buy her a purse. That is the extent of what niggas think romance is. Outside of that, niggas be lost. They don't know what else besides taking her to eat,
the end
stuff
result is
places.
the same, though, bro.
You said what?
The end result is the same.
No, it's not. Because you can only take her,
you a Gucci purse, we fucking.
to Roof Crest.
If I take you to Turks and Caicos, we fucking. If I take you to a treehouse in Ohio, we fucking. It's the same. The end result is the same, bro.
100%. But the Turks and Caicos trip costs 10 times more.
That's true.
And the guy that is the garbage man can afford the treetop place in Ohio for a couple of days.
Yeah.
And that's the difference. But the difference is we had a full trip, but maybe for 2 of those days we just traveled. We went to the zoo. We went to you can create memories and create romance and be romantic without costing a bag. You just can't be lazy too. You can't just you gotta do some extra work. Yeah, you're gonna have to think outside of just dropping a bag on something because you ain't got the bag. So you're gonna have to be creative in how you not. But what happens is, here's the difference. Spending money to a nigga that got money ain't special. If you my friend, friend, and I say, yo, can I get $100? And you got $10 million, $100 ain't shit to you. You can give me $100 and it ain't nothing. But if you my friend and I say, yo, bro, I need $100 and you only got $200, that $100 mean more to me because I know that $100 was a lot for you. So I can see like, yo, that $100, right? So for me, I think that's the same way with romance. Women, you think women stupid? Women know the difference. Women know when a nigga got money to just spend money.
Yes.
And women also know when a nigga don't got money, but he putting in all of this effort. Anyway. Yes. But he putting in all of this effort to show her love and consideration. And maybe you can't afford a bouquet of flowers. You bring her one fucking rose. Nigga. Maybe you can't afford a trip to Turks and Caicos, but you take her to, like I said, the spot in Ohio. Like a nice little road trip. Like one of the things that I did with someone I used to date is like you ain't never been to Waffle House. Let's take a road trip to Waffle House and have a beautiful dinner. I mean, a beautiful breakfast for brunch. Instead of taking you to Coney Island, let's go to Waffle House. It's an hour away. Let's ride in the car.
No disrespect to Coney Island. Especially L. George's on Warren.
For sure, 100%. No disrespect, but I'm saying like romance. I still spent, I still spent the same $35, $40. But for her, that little 1 hour trip to Ohio was way more special than that trip to L. George's. That's because I was intentional with trying to create a memory for her. Because that's what a life with a person is. It's a compilation of beautiful memories being created, and men have become just lazy in their mindset of how they create romance for their relationship.
That shit takes a lot of fucking work, bro.
It does. And here's the caveat to that though. If your woman is doing her job, she's working equally as hard to make sure that you getting satisfied, you getting sucked, you getting fucked, and whatever whatever you like, she's going out of her way to do that. But it's symbiotic. Like you allow her the space to do that when you're doing your part. But so many men feel like, well, if you were doing that, then I would do it. I would do those things. I would take you to Ohio. I would buy you this. I would buy you a rose if you sucked my dick. If you did. But here's the thing, that you the leader, right? You the man, you the leader. You're supposed to set the tone for your family. So you do it first. You love on her. You buy her the flowers. You take her on the trip. You do the thing first. That's tough. If she can't do it, she might not be the one for you. But you did your part. Now you can walk away, not being like, well, damn, if I had tried, bro, me and her could have been good. Ain't nobody that I ain't with no more that I think about like, damn, me and old girl, bro, I fucked that up. Nope. You want to know why? Because when
Really?
I had you, I did the best that I could. And the reason why you still thinking about me is because you know you fucked up.
God, bro, you fucking the Denzel of dating, man. Because yeah, nigga, like, I have fucked up.
No, straight up, bro. Like, nah, like it's so much regret in fucking up. Because you wonder, you play over your head so many times, like, man, if I didn't do this, I wondered how that would have turned out. Man, if I didn't do that, I wonder, nah, bro, if you just do it right the first time, if you try hard the first time and you do your best the first time, you ain't, which is why I don't have no problem moving on. If I give a girl my
the
all
dating
at
game
first,
got you
she ain't
fucked up,
fucking
bro.
with it, I'm like, it's cool, baby girl. I ain't tripping. You have a good life. And then
that dating show got you fucked up, bro.
100% of the time, bro, they
It
spin
made
the
you
block.
too nice, man. You too nice now, bro.
I'm too nice.
You too nice now, bro.
Nah, bro. Like, listen, I feel like at the end of the day, I don't got time to waste. So for me, I present myself the way that there's a way that I want to love my woman. There's a way that I want to experience love.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna let nobody rob me of that, right? So I'm not gonna let the fear of how these thoughts be acting to deter me from being the man that I always wanted to be. And once I realized that you only need to be right once.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? If it didn't work out with 100 girls, you only need that one that get it, that sees
crazy, though,
what you bring to the table. You feel
100
me?
is crazy, though, man.
I mean, listen, I'm in my 40s, right? Is 100 really that crazy?
Insane, nigga. Like 100 what, though? We're not talking about bodies. 100 bodies at 40 is nuts, nigga.
Is it?
Yes. Yes. Like, oh, come on. Okay, so let's say okay.
I'm just saying, like,
no. You didn't got me down a rabbit hole on this shit.
Okay,
now,
so
nigga.
look, so let's do math.
That's what I'm about to do. I'm gonna say you popped your cherry at 16 and you're 40.
Boom. Right now,
So,
I'm 43 years old. So for what?
So that's 27 years.
27 years.
Okay. Because now that you do it it's not that bad, I guess.
It's not crazy.
It's like 4 people a year.
That's not crazy.
It sounds horrible though in the beginning.
It's not crazy. Like, it sounds horrible, but it really ain't that crazy. Now, again, I'm
Actually,
not confirming or
legendary.
denying whether my number is greater or lesser than. I'm just saying the number's not that crazy.
Oh, I'm nowhere near for 100. I'm nowhere near that, bro. Oh my God.
I'm just saying.
I need to go do something.
I'm just saying, listen, I've done all I needed to do, bro. When I tell you I'm the most non-outside person, bro, and that's a blessing for me too. I feel like because when I was outside doing my thing, I had a good time. You know, I had fun, and now I'm at this stage in my life to where, like, I'm not enticed by, you know, the next pretty girl with the fat ass and all of that. I didn't do all of that. So for me, I know how I want to feel with a person, and I know how I want to experience love. And I know that the only way that I'm going to be able to achieve that is if I'm able to subdue or control my desires. And it's like that with spending money. Because when you start, it's easy to not spend money when you ain't got money, right? But get you a little bag and then be disciplined to investments, be disciplined to saving, be disciplined to paying your bills on time, be disciplined to, like, monitoring how much you spend on going out and having fun, right? It's one thing to be faithful when you ain't getting no bitches, but when you start opening up restaurants, you become a celebrity chef, and now it's all you know what I'm saying? It's when you have all of this coming at you, you have to, discipline is the thing that saves you in life from yourself. So I started becoming really disciplined about things in my life. Like I said, the way I spend money, the people I hang out with, the places that I go, the things that I do. So right now, I'm chilling, bro. I ain't got no desire to be outside and smashing this and that. I'm cool, bro. I'm chilling.
Oh, man, I don't know. I'd like to think that I'm prepared to handle success. Like not that I haven't been successful, but
Sure.
on a larger scale.
Sure.
But yo, if a couple of midget broads just rolled up on me, bro, I'm fucking.
Hey, it's going down.
I'm just.
That's hilarious. I mean, hey, I ain't mad at you because they be thick. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, it's like the Lord said, "Let there be ass," but put it on little
Right.
broads.
They be stupid thick. They be stupid thick. That's hilarious.
Yo,
Yeah,
if you-
man. Nah, man. I feel you though, bro. I feel you.
Oh my God, you got me so fucked up over here, bro. Yo, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I did not focus enough on.
No, you good, man. Listen, I'm all about a good time, man, for sure. All
Yo,
about a
if
good
people
time.
want to get in touch with you, they want to book you as a private chef, they want you on their show, whatever the case may be. How they go about doing that?
Well, I will say this, without being super long-winded, I'm at a stage in my life right now to where I'm not necessarily chasing every little opportunity. So I'm kind of not really in a space to where I'm accepting, like, I'm not doing baby showers. I'm not doing like, these different things. I'm kind of focused on my podcast / cooking show that I have called Detroit Love. And I'm really focused on my nonprofit work right now, and my consulting. And I really, outside of that, I don't really have any more capacity. So I'm not saying like, hey, don't call me, I ain't gonna do nothing, as much as it is right now. My focus is kind of building my brand building right now, and being a caterer or being in that world as a now granted, if it's somebody that I know, and
Denzel
say, hey,
calls
Chris,
you, nigga. You gonna go
they
cook
can call
that
me
nigga.
for sure. But do I want 100 people calling me saying like, hey, I got $150 for you? I'm not doing it. I'm not pulling up for that. You know what I'm saying? But for the people that can call me, got my number already. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah.
I feel you on that. Yeah.
And there's no disrespect. I really want for the fans out there that really rock with what I'm doing in my brand and what I want to bring to the culinary industry, because there's not a, what's crazy is that romance was really one of those things that like is almost like lame to niggas, right? Like being a romantic is like being a simp. And I think that there's a grave difference between being a simp and being a romantic. I consider myself to be a romantic, but I also could be savage if I need to be. That's not my character to have to go there, but I still have the capacity to be savage if I need to be. But I think the simp is just a person that just don't got it in them to be. They just I need that. This ain't that. I'm a person that is.
I have been that nigga.
A simp?
Yes, I have.
So you've been the dog and the simp.
Both, bro.
See, I ain't really been
cheated on, and I've been cheated on.
Oh, I've been cheated on for sure.
Oh, that's nasty.
I mean, listen, just about every nigga that been cheated on, I would probably have to say like most guys have been cheated on, whether they know it or not.
Yeah, but I was crying like I had snot bubbles coming out my nose, nigga. that type of crying, nigga. It was bad. Yo,
I understand, and I understand the hurt behind that for sure. Nigga. I understand, bro. I understand. I'm talking like ain't no pain, like that kind of thing.
Oh my God.
We ain't built for that kind of pain.
No,
like,
we not, nigga.
We don't.
I don't want to be here no more.
Well, yeah, we want to die immediately. You know what I'm saying? We want to die, bro. That shit is the worst shit you could ever experience in your entire life, dog. But
yo, nigga.
I think that you learn from it, bro. You learn from it, you grow from it. And I think that that's the human experience. I just think that women are so used to dealing with it that they talk about it, they got songs about it, they got movies about it, but there isn't a whole lot of material out there about men experiencing heartbreak. There isn't even really books or movies or TV shows about making men happy. Like nobody talks about, hey, make your man happy. Like happy man, happy land. Like that's not a thing, right? So, I think
It is not.
I think that from that perspective, men are just, you can't really talk to your homeboys about it, because the first thing we're gonna do is be like, man, I don't know why you with that bitch anyway. Like, you can't talk to them about it.
We missed the barbershops, bro. I've talked about this
Yeah.
repeatedly. Like the losing the barbershop to a black man was crucial to our mental development.
Sure.
Yeah. On that note, yo, I know you got a lot of shit to do, bro. I got to get out of here
Absolutely.
myself.
Yeah.
Yo, it's been a very dope conversation, bro. Hey,
Appreciate it,
yo, well, if you are ever doing private functions, I might want to,
You could call, listen, you could call me. You got my number.
Oh, so see, not a nigga lying, but
Hey, put it like this. You got access to me.
I got you on that. Yo, speaking of that, shout out to Rita. I got the best manager in the history of ever. On that note,
Rita's lit. She's super dope.
Rita's the shit. On that note, man, we out of here, bro. You have a dope ass eating on purpose, man. Truly enjoyed you stopping by. Can't possibly thank you enough. And if there's anything that you need, I don't know what it would be, but if hit me up and I got you.
My man, appreciate you, bro. Thank you for having me, man.
Yo, wait, one more thing before you go, man. If nobody's told you today, I'm proud of you, bro.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. Pleasure to be on your platform, man. I'm gonna stay tuned, man. Keep up the good work.
Appreciate you, bro. Have a good one.
Yes, sir.